Hey everyone, wanted to kind of put out just a quick little video to give an update on some of the things that have happened in the last week since the last videos that we put out. I'm in the middle of preparing my Christmas sermon in Japanese, so please be praying for me for that. I'm going to be sharing it this coming Sunday at our home, so we'll be having the home gathering at our place next time. So it's going to be a pretty basic message. You're going to be going through the angel's announcement of Jesus' birth, and we'll be singing some songs, some Christmas carols. So Tomo's been busy practicing on the piano because worship will be a big part of that little service that we'll be doing then. And yeah, it'll just be a small home gathering like usual. Hopefully most of the people who come are going to be able to come, but it'll be a great time to remember our Savior's birth. But kind of in addition to that, this past week we had some interesting things happen. So one of them was that at our church in Morioka, so the mother church, they had a sending ceremony for our family and for Kat. And that was just a really neat time. It's kind of the second time I've been sent out as a missionary. When I was, when I left America to go to Japan, our home church in America had a service to send us out and kind of appoint us for that work. And so this time now we're being sent from one church in Japan to another city into a nearby neighboring city to do church planting. And it was just such an exciting thing to hear the testimonies of the people from the church. We had a person from the church planting committee got up and shared, and he was an older gentleman who had been through kind of the previous phase of church planting and some of the difficulties that the church had been through in the past. And he was excited to see us now going forward. And he expressed even this thought and this hope, which is something that I definitely share, that this church plant is not going to be kind of like a one-off thing, but this is the start of a new season of church planting, that perhaps Morioka Church will be involved in additional church plants in the future. And that's, one of the biggest things on my heart, is to see this not just a one-time thing, but something that continues, that the churches continue to reproduce and grow. And we see, more people throughout the prefecture have an opportunity to fellowship, to have a church in their city that is outreaching and sharing the gospel and really exhibiting Christ-like love. And so it's just so exciting to hear that people at the mother church were beginning to catch that same vision and that same heart. We heard from a young man who's the head of the church planting committee. He's a recent college graduate who became a Christian while he was in college, and so he's really excited to be involved. And he's kind of a newer Christian, and yet to now be in a place where he's involved in helping to organize the church and get information about the church plant out to people in the mother church, and to hear his heart for it. So many really unique testimonies. Our pastor gave a sermon from the book of Acts about the sending of Paul and Silas. And, I think the thing that really resonated with me the most was, he said, the work of church planting, it's really the work of the church. It's not like just the missionaries that come and do it. It's not just, the people who are, about the people who are sent out, but really it's about the church that's sending them and the churches that they're starting. And so to hear him and, by extension, the heart of the mother church, that this is something that they're taking ownership of, that's exactly what we want to see here. And that was just such an encouragement, because that was really our hope all along in coming to Japan, was that we'd be able to work with these churches that have that vision and have that desire to plant churches. So the whole sending ceremony was a great encouragement. Another quick update I wanted to give you guys. Definitely continue to be praying for the lady in our little fellowship at the church plant here in Miyako whose mother passed away. She continues to have kind of conflicts and struggles with the Buddhist temple. She had kind of a scary phone call from the funeral home, and the guy there was saying probably, you've got to back up a little bit. Yeah, you know what? Actually, this is going to be a longer one. Stay tuned for part 2. So I'm gonna cut this one off here, and I'll record another one to talk about what's going on there, because I think it's some interesting cultural things and definitely some prayer that is needed. So that's first update. The sending ceremony was amazing, encouraging, and we're excited to have the mother church in Morioka behind us and involved. And second update will be about the yeah, the relationship between the Buddhist temple and people here in Miyako. So let's keep an eye out for that one.